All right. Um, back today. What are we doing today? Basically, we're doing another algorithm question today. We are doing a classic reversed, a singly linked list here. Um, so usually I want to like focus on questions that are asked in interviews. But this question is kind of like a foundation of a lot of different questions that are going to be asked in interviews. Like companies won't necessarily ask you to just reverse like list. Like it'll usually be in like a variation, kind of like my previous video, where we had to like add the two numbers and then both both of those numbers were in two different like lists, and then you had to return it in a reversed linked list. So that usually asks questions in a variation of a linked list. But I'm gonna go over this today because it's a foundation that I think people need to know. So it is a very popular question as well. Like when I first was got asked this question, it was it was pretty complicated for me. So definitely gonna go over this today. Also, let me know if you guys want me to like put on my camera, so it can kind of be a little more interactive. You can see what's going on and things like that. So uh, yeah, so we're gonna get started. Um, so this is reverse linked list. This is an easy question. So basically, given the head of a singly linked list, reverse the list and return the reversed list. Um, yeah. So the key of this problem is to to create a while loop, pretty much. So we're going to start off by creating a variable called current node, and we're going to set that equal to the head of the linked list. And then we're going to create another variable called previous because we need to capture the previous, um, the previous linked list, and that's going to be of this node. And then another one, and it's going to be the next because we also need to capture next here. So yeah, so like I said before, the key of this is a while loop pretty much. So you're just going to do while current node is not equal, not equal to nil, then you're gonna just set next equal to current node dot next, and then sorry, I'm a little bit too fast here. Current, I can't spell. Current node dot next, and then current node dot next is going to equal to the previous node. Let me explain this as I go. So pretty much while the current node is not equal to nil, the next node is going to equal current node dot next. Um, and then after that, the next node is going to equal to the previous node because you're essentially going in the opposite direction. And then previous node is now going to equal current node. And then current node is now going to equal to next. Um, and then here you just I know I'm going a little fast here. I'm gonna explain this, after I finish. So you're gonna return the previous node. Okay, so this should be it here. So before I explain, let me hit run, see if this actually accepts it. Usually I kind of, okay, accepted it. Um, as you can see, head equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the output is going to equal 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And expected is that. So reversing it. So pretty much how you want to look at this problem here is when you inside of this while loop. So you can see the next node is equal to the current node dot next, and after that, current node dot next is equal to the previous. So you want to look at this as then like the arrows are literally kind of just reversing in the other way. Like I see a lot of like beginners, they want to kind of like print a totally different node that is reversed, and that is not the optimal solution. Just look at it as you're just reversing the arrows, literally just reversing the arrows. So that's why you're setting the next to the previous because you're going in the opposite direction, and then the previous is now going to equal to the current node, and then the current node is going to equal to the next because, like I said, you're going in the opposite direction. Um, and then you're going to return the previous node. So yeah, let me know if you guys want me to create another video going more in depth with this problem. Um, I can in the next video I can like go on Xcode and then show you how to print a normal linked list, and then I can do a reverse, and I can kind of go through it a little more in depth. But yeah, this is the answer. So